I am assuming you make music at home, whether at your house or your parents' house. And the only way you make music is by downloading beats from YouTube, record the song on your microphone. After that, if you like the music, if it sounds decent in your ears, you would then buy the lease. So that way you could have some royalty and make that money. And you upload it everywhere. I did that for many, many years. The problem is, if I'm being honest, I did not like any of my songs. I made hundreds of them, but not a single one. And the thing with that is, I think my songs all sounded the same to me because I would use a certain type beat. I think out of all the songs I made, I think I had 2 decent ones. And by the way, I wanted to be a producer to be an artist. You, on the other hand, who's watching this video, you could be a producer, meaning someone that just wants to focus on music production and not singing or rapping. I wanted to be both. The music producer and the singer and the artist. However, I realized I really don't like producing. I tried it a couple of times, I just didn't like it. So I had to pick one. I still want to be in this music. I still have a passion for music. And so what I could do was download YouTube beats. There's literally no options. As an introvert, or go on Fiverr and have someone produce it for me. And explain in very specific details on what type of beat I want and how I want it to sound like. Not only that, I sometimes have to pay mix and master because I don't like mixing and mastering. I just want to record. That's it. Now, some of you watching this video, you probably won't relate because I wanted to be a producer and be my own rapper, my own artist, just for me, all for me. But I promise you, this advice will work for anyone like me, people who want to be producer. Yeah, it could help for artists and producers, for anyone. The biggest problem is you're an introvert. I personally think you have to be in the scene. We learned all of our stuff from watching YouTube tutorials. I'm not gonna lie, there are a good amount of artists that just learned everything from YouTube. Learning how to play guitar, learning how to produce music. Music is a lot of parts to it. For example, I can't produce, I don't want to produce, I don't like producing. I'm not like a creative aspect on that, I just want to record. So what's my only option? The only option for me is to live in a city and find a music studio that's like people your type, your age, your type of people and what you like, and just go to there. The advantage of living in a city is everyone's there. You meet a lot new people. It's like a cultural hub. Now, why does this advice work for producers, for artists? It's because music, at the end of the day, is connections, networking, knowing who you know. It's like business, like a normal 9-to-5 office job. To get better jobs, you have to go to events, network with the right people, just that, and be like a cool person. I also think when you go to a studio, just say you want to intern, do some interning there, internships. You'll probably not get paid at all. Don't expect to. And just sit there and learn how these producers record other artists. Just be there in the scene on what they do. I think producers can learn from producers how their workflow is better. And I think how artists can learn 2 things. They can learn how to produce and how the producer does it, or see how the artist records to their microphone and learn mixing and mastering, everything. The only thing about going to a studio in a city is there could be some sketch parts, but that's the part of the fear you have to go through. Some sketchy parts, sketchy people, even meeting people. Like literally, these are all excuses. I tried making music all by myself. There's people, content creators I know who are successful, like LJ. He did music all by himself. He was just recording in the garage, recording content of himself every single day, and he made a name for himself just like that. LJ has an interest of producing music, but honestly, I think producers have more of a chance. You guys can have more of a chance to stay at home. Because if you could produce, that's literally the bread and butter. You could do anything. I tried producing. Producing is one of the hardest things to ever learn. I did not like it too at the same time. So what's the best thing? Learn it from someone else who's good. For example, I went to the gym for a year. I thought I was doing everything right. I got an injury and I stopped working out. I stopped doing the thing I love. And so what did I do? I bought a personal trainer. He taught me the right form on what to do. So you have to find someone that'll tell you what to do, or you see them how they work. And also being surrounded by other people with the same drive, just making music. Someone with who has a wide variety taste of music. I know I can relate to him or her. Talking to someone who loves music. I could see him or her being a good friend of mine. The thing is, living in the city is expensive. So find someone, a roommate, find a job, a good job that can help you pay for your bills when you're living in the city. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that can literally do this all by themselves. Download YouTube beats, record, have a great song, and then learn and start to market their music. You can still do it and be successful, but it'll be way, way, way longer than if you just go. Don't you want it as soon as possible? You're an introvert. You're lonely as fuck for a reason. It's already hard enough. Like, you have to learn how to not only make music, like learn how to produce, learn how to record, and learn to market yourself. If you could still do that, if you can make a good song at the end of the day, you'll go a long way. I can't make a good song. I'll like, the chance of me making a good song is like me trying to get a buzzer beater from very, very deep. So for me to have a chance to make good songs more better is by getting help from another human being, virtually or physically, but I prefer physically. So live in the city, find a nearby studio, and it won't be that far away because you're in a city, walking distance. Doing it all by yourself is only gonna make your success will take way longer. Everyone had a group of people. Odd Future, Tyler the Creator, Kanye. He had all these group of people that were just making music. You gotta be in a group, honestly. There was a reason why, like, my most viewed video on this YouTube channel is this. I'm not even a music channel. I was just some dude that likes talking about music, talked about his past experience with it, and I gave up on the dream. But it's fine. I gave up on that dream because I found another, and that's fitness. Keep facing your fears and go front it head on. It's corny, but it's literally the truth on how you want to improve yourself. If you're still a great producer who could do it at home, then you have that excuse to stay at home. Literally, mixing, master, producing. YouTube videos, they always say, like, you do the bare minimum. I tried the bare minimum. I didn't like my songs. If you have a bad vocals, a bad voice, then that's when, like, you have to talk to someone. Even a vocal instructor. It doesn't even have to be a producer, but like producers can help. If it's a producer, even better. Gotta get help. You can't do this by yourself. Music at the end is just connecting with another person. It was never meant to, like, it's like a group thing. And I think that's enough advice today. I'm gonna go. Peace out.